Howdy peeps, welcome to or welcome back to the channel if it's not your first time here. What are you talking about today, Sharp? Well, you read the title, didn't you? Let's talk about keeping your top on, or in other words, lids. Now here we have Fluval Flex 57 15 gallon, and as you can see we now got no liddy on it, and the reason for that is the light died. These things happen, and so we just stuck a random light on there, just, you know, to have light, because the unique way in which the Fluval Flex lid works, yeah, you can't just stick any old light on it and it will work. So what we noticed about having no lid on here for the last couple of weeks, well, evaporation. We've lost probably a little over 2 centimetres, around about an inch of water depth, which, you know, you might not think is too bad, but that's over 4 days. I can already hear the outlet is starting to make splishy noises, which means unless I top it up, it's going to wake me up needing a pee every 5 minutes. So yeah, that's one thing. Lids reduce evaporation. But Sharpie, I don't find a lid aesthetically pleasing. And in that case, you know, enjoy light bleed, evaporation, and the other things that I'm going to be talking about. So yeah, light bleed. The light is above the tank. So I know with LEDs, you know, you've got fairly decent angle. It's not like it's a T8 or something with lighting every direction, which would be horrific. But yeah, you get weird funky light patterns on the walls and sofa and everything else. And, you know, I like things dark and dingy, so extra light is not necessarily a good thing. As I said, yes, the evaporation. We've been losing about 4 litres a week, which is a gallon, which in a 15 gallon tank, or 57 litre, that's a lot of water. And it doesn't mean you just got to fill it up, because that doesn't mean all the bad stuff's gone out of the water. No, it's just the water evaporating. All the nitrates, the carbonates, the whatever else is still in there. That doesn't come out with the evaporation. Oh, and I will add, this is March in the UK. I don't have my heating on. It's not warm in here. Come summertime, when it's probably about triple the temperature, that water level is going to be plummeting. Thankfully we have a replacement light, even if I did kind of screw up, but not really. Anyway, enough of that. Yeah, where was I? Yes, so light bleed, evaporation. Also, the tank's open, so anything floating around in the air like dust or cigarette smoke or anything else you might happen to have airborne particulate wise in the house, dog hair, cat hair, human hair, which is what I was just pulling out, yeah, that all ends up in your tank as well. Not the greatest. So I think I'm going to keep lids. I'm trying to think of it. Oh yeah, and there's a couple of really obvious reasons. Some creatures, like Mr. Nerite Snaily down there, are escape artists at the very best of times. So without a lid, Nerite snails do have a tendency to climb out and go on journeys. I actually found one down under there somewhere. Well, I say found one, I found a shell, because they don't leave a snail trail for you to follow, being aquatics. And the other thing is, yes, fish can and do jump. Better, yeah, pretty much anything can or will. Just needs to have a big enough surprise and it will go "Wah!" and launch itself out of the tank. Shrimp as well. The shrimp will climb out of a tank and go exploring. They don't tend to last quite as long out of water as snails do, because like narwhals, being a trapdoor snail, can shut their shell up and survive for a little bit anyway. But there we go. Reasons why this area is going to stick with lids on his tanks, because, you know, I fail to see the benefit of not having a lid. Maybe, as I said, if you're some kind of escapist, then it's purely about the aesthetics and making the tank look pretty and perfect. Yeah, maybe. I'm not. Much like my house, my tanks look lived in. You know, you're going to get the odd bit of Anubias that's managed to unstick itself floating about, or snails, or poop. And, you know, I've got no idea where the snails have come back from again, because it's had the clicky boys in it for a couple of months. Anyway, there we go. If you like what I've been waffling about, or you got any other points, questions, thingies you might like to add, stick them down there somewhere in the doobly-doo commentary section. While you're down there, do us a favour, help the channel, me out. Click the likey button, the subscribey button. If you, as I said before, and I do hate saying this, if you're feeling really thankful and oh wow, Sharpie, you're up to amazings, there's a super thank button as well. And I do admit doing that has just made it obvious that I will not get a single one again. So there we go. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed, or at least maybe had a thought, figured something. Have a good one. Stay safe. Peace out. Rock on. Bye bye. Boom.